Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Matt Horn
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
My name is Holly Jensen. It was just a nightmare. It's okay, sweetie, it's over.
Holly still thinks the killer is alive.
You can't keep running from your problems. It's been over a year since this happened.
Monsters aren't born. They're created.
Hey, Matt, it's Tiffany in America. Hopefully this isn't a big intrusion, and hopefully my message doesn't get disconnected. Wah, wah, wah. But you need to call me back. Thanks.
So on the line, we have Tiffany Shepis talking to us from a rainy Los Angeles.
Very rainy.
Very rainy. I think I can actually hear it.
Can you?
I think so.
Can you hear the rain, or can you hear the static?
Either way, it's beautiful anyway. It's all to do with El Nino, El Reno, El Bino. I don't know what it's called. El Nine.
It is an El Nino, but I think it kind of passed us by. I don't think we actually got an El Nino here. It just got a little shitty and a little cold.
Anyway, Tiffany, I've got to be as glum and dreary as the weather now, just for this, because this has been a continuing topic for the last week or so on these podcasts. Last Monday, obviously, we lost David Bowie. Subsequently, a few days later, we lost Alan Rickman. Your thoughts, please, Tiffany.
My thoughts, of course, all of it's terrible. These are huge inspirations in all of the creative arts, with Bowie with music and Alan with, please, he's in Galaxy Quest. That's pretty badass. The fact that people die is life. The fact that it's all happening so fast right at the beginning of 2016, it kind of leaves everybody going, what the is going on? And it's kind of just like all over media. Like, was Lemmy 16 or was he right at the end of 2015? Maybe it's 2016.
Yeah, I think he's in there.
It's just kind of all across the board, just really mainstream people and not as mainstream, and it's super sad. And I'm overseeing it on my Facebook page. I want more exciting news, like people have to start having babies or something.
Can I just say, I love you already. I love the fact that you mentioned Galaxy Quest, because nobody has mentioned that.
I think Galaxy Quest is the best movie of all time.
When he's just going, no, I'm not going to sign your pictures. Go away.
Like, really, truly, I love Galaxy Quest. Like, every actor in it, like, the kid that goes on board, he was never really part of it. That guy's hilarious. I can't remember that guy's name.
But the sad part is they were going to make a Galaxy Quest 2. How they're going to do it, I don't know now. Anyway, let's go on with the podcast. Obviously, I've explained the rules and gist of it, haven't I, more or less? For anyone who's never heard my voice before, this is what happens.
Hello, and welcome to Matt Horn Meets. I am a computer, the Hawk 1000. I am here to tell you how the podcast works. Throughout the interview, both Matt and the interviewee will be selecting objects for use in the final part of the podcast, where the interviewee will be pitching a film idea. It should be noted at this point that the interviewee's responses are real and at time of recording, and none of the objects have been selected beforehand. Thank you, and goodbye.
And that's it. So, Tiffany, are you feeling confident?
I feel good. Let's go. It's Los Angeles. It's raining. We need the rain. We both shared some love for Galaxy Quest and Alan Rickman.
Mm. So your first object has to have something to do with your role in Intrusion Disconnected. You have to choose an object that is connected to the film in some way.
A telephone.
A telephone. Okay, telephone.
Whatever. You didn't tell me there was right or wrong. This is my choice.
Okay.
All right. I think that's okay.
Anyway, obviously we need to talk about the film. It is a sequel. I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Have I seen Intrusion 1 or Intrusion 2?
Intrusion 1.
I've seen Intrusion 1. I have not seen Intrusion 2.
Okay. So to add to previous interviews, how would you say they're different from each other?
As far as plot line's concerned, I really don't have much of an idea, because when I shot Intrusion 2, that was like, oh my God, feels like 5 years ago. And I was such a teeny part of that film, and they went back and redid all these different scenes and added in all these different characters. I kind of absolutely have no idea what the movie's completely about at this point. I know they have a lot of the same cast from the original one.
I'm just going to fill a few people in on this one, I think. It's basically about the Rosebud Killer, and it's just basically a continuation of the previous film.
Yeah, he's got to come back and get the survivor chick.
Yeah, and Corey Feldman's in it.
Corey Feldman is in it.
Yeah.
Kyle Cates directed it.
Mm-hmm. And you're playing Laura, aren't you?
Yes.
Who's Laura?
She is a therapist for our lead girl, and kind of trying to figure out what's been going on with her. Is the Rosebud Killer, is he real? Is he fake? Is he around? Is it part of her imagination? What can we do to kind of help her stop having these kind of reoccurrences of this crazy nightmare life that she's lived? And as it turns out, she's not crazy. Shit's really going down, and that may not fare so well for me.
When you're approaching a psychiatrist role like that, do you research ahead, or do you just sort of imagine what a psychiatrist would sort of do?
I go on podcasts like this, and I try to evaluate you and figure out if you're crazy or not. And you guys are all crazy. No, not a whole lot of research for kind of stuff like that, because I mean, I believe in like psychiatrist role or therapist type of positions. Most often you're there just to kind of listen. You're just there to talk and not particularly judge anybody. And I fancy myself a decent listener, and I'm a really good conversationalist. So I generally try to wing it. Now, I don't know if that works out or not.
So how did you get involved in the project in the first place?
I got a call from the director. Had apparently seen some of my movies and was like, hey, we have this project going on. Do you want to check it out? And I found it kind of fun that it was a sequel. I did a sequel many years ago to a film called Bloody Murder. And the sequel ended up being so much better than the first one that I was like, maybe that's where it's at. You need to do these sequels. And I had a really lovely time working with those guys. I thought they really had their stuff together. And it's just a shame that it takes these films so long to come out now with the way the distribution game comes and goes,
Given the fact that you shot it a number of years ago, perhaps, can you remember any sort of funny anecdotes you could share about the production of the bit you were in?
Oh, gosh. No, not particularly. I do remember the lead girl was a girl named Katie Stewart, and I thought she just did a really great job with the role. And I remember going there going, oh, wow, this kid has some acting chops and she has a really cool look. And if they can get this thing out there, she might actually have a decent little career ahead of herself. I do remember wearing a really ugly sweater, like a beige sweater that was really, really ugly, and going like, why would anyone wear this? Why would anybody want to wear this? Why would anybody have this? Although I think I might have even provided it.
It's time for your second object, Tiffany.
Uh-oh.
I know, I get to choose it this time. The next object is a fun one. It's a 5x5, signed. Yes, signed, because I did it myself. Signed picture of me.
Yay!
Yay, you can throw darts at it.
Oh my God, there's like a parade happening in America right now. There's confetti and everything.
What made you want to get into acting in the first place?
I was a young kid and I didn't really want to be an actor, but I ended up in the casting offices at Troma when they were doing Tromeo and Juliet. And they liked the bullshit that I fed them, that I was this trained actor and I knew karate and I knew how to do kung fu and I wanted to be in their movie. And they bought it hook, line, and sinker and gave me a part. And I think once you're on a movie set at 16 years old and super impressionable, you think it's the coolest thing of all time. Why would you want to do anything else? Although now I wish I would have done lots of other things, especially after this amazing interview. No, I'm kidding.
It's now time for my favourite part of the podcast. It's the quickfire round, which isn't a quickfire round, but we're saying it's a quickfire round.
You need to have sound effects.
Probably yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the part of the podcast where you get to choose from 1 to 5 objects. Yes, 1 to 5 objects for my ISU, which stands for Imaginary Storage Unit. No, I haven't gone mad. And basically, it's a cross between the TARDIS and Sherlock's Mind Palace, basically. Big budget, don't worry. And you get to exchange those objects for more questioning about your acting career.
Wow, I can't wait.
I'm just going to go all the way back slightly to about 2 minutes ago. Romeo and Juliet was more or less one of your first ones, wasn't it?
It was.
The funny, interesting thing, and this is a good link, is that Lloyd Kaufman has actually been a interviewee on this podcast.
Wow.
Such a good career as well in independent film.
So many huge people have come out of Trauma, and I just talked about this the other day, that it's no matter what type of person you're speaking to, if the people like lowbrow cult stuff or if they like very highbrow art films, it doesn't matter. You can always link somebody that they know or some type of movie back to Trauma. And the way the man built that company with Michael Hers and the amount of movies that they acquired over all those years and the stuff that people have learned coming out of there is kind of invaluable. And it's the only reason why I continue to do the shitty movies that I do today. I'm kidding.
Oh. Go back to the quickfire round, which isn't a quickfire round, but we're saying it's a quickfire round. Obviously, you need to choose from 1 to 5 objects.
5.
5 objects. Okay, that's good.
A French horn.
French horn, yeah.
A mannequin.
Mannequin, yeah.
A puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Another puppy.
Another puppy. 2 puppies.
2 puppies. And some hair loss shampoo.
Okay. Okay. Right, so the first question for you on the quickfire round, which isn't a quickfire round, but we're saying it's a quickfire round, is I was shocked to find that you had 118 acting credits on your IMDb. What advice would you have to anyone wanting to pursue a career in the industry? Because the longevity of it, in your case, how do you just continually get roles?
I don't really think people should follow in my footsteps as far as trying to get acting roles. Yes, I've built up a really ridiculously huge resume of movies. However, hindsight 2020, I think I would have gone back and maybe chose 1 or 2 or 3 a year rather than 7, 8, or 9. Because when I am really super excited about a movie, it shows. It shows in the performance. It shows in the interviews I give later. And I really enjoy talking to the fans about it when they see something like my movie, The Violent Kind. People seem to really, really enjoy that movie. I loved making it, and I love talking about it. Where there's some others that are part of that 118 that I maybe not so excited or proud about. So I think people should, I suppose, be less excited at the fact that you're just a working actor, which I was always very proud of, is that I never had to get a regular waitress job or had to get another job to support my craft because I made so many movies. But I think it almost might behoove somebody to take that waitressing job and then kind of pick and choose the better roles that you want.
Your second question. And I love you again, Tiffany. I love you for so many reasons in this interview because I've been waiting for over 200 episodes to ask this question.
Uh-oh.
And you'll laugh, I think, at this question. Right? It's now a trilogy, this franchise, obviously.
Okay.
Why should people watch Sharknado?
I don't know why people should watch Sharknado, but they should watch Sharknado 2 because I am in it.
Yes, I know. Why do you think Sharknado is so popular?
Because it was light and fun and crazy, and I mean, just look at this year alone, like 2016, with all the deaths that we've had, and then look at all of the tragedies we've had all across the world over the last few years. It's something that's so ridiculous and so silly and so light, and you don't have to think about anything real. And it became the Super Bowl of B movies, man. I mean, it's a movie that, you know, I would go on social media and somebody in China would be talking about it. And then somebody in Eastern Kentucky would be talking about it. And somebody in England would be talking about it all at the same time. And we're all talking about this ridiculous madness. And it's not, oh man, I hated it, or oh man, I loved it. It's just, holy crap, that thing was so silly and so crazy. And can you believe they got all these idiot actors to be in this? I think it was just that. It was like a perfect throwback to the 80s movies that went to the theater that you get to watch and talk about with all your friends, you know, after going to see it at the midnight show on Friday night. And now it's become this kind of silly who's who. One of the guys over at Asylum who did Sharknado said it was lightning in a bottle, and it's true. It's like it only happened once. It was just the perfect timing for social media. It was the perfect timing that, when things are trending, quote unquote, that they become popular. And yeah, it's like ridiculous, silly fun. And who doesn't want to see like Tara Reid say ridiculous lines and Ian Ziering, fight sharks with a chainsaw? Come on, Matt. It's kind of amazing.
Well, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I'll be honest. I've never seen it. I know it's on Netflix. I know I could watch it if I wanted to, but I've never seen it.
Well, now you know what you're doing tonight.
Your third question in the quickfire round, which isn't a quickfire round, but yeah, everyone gets the gist by now. This is a trivia part of you, I think, on IMDb. This is strange because I'm hoping it's not the Travolta Cage film of the same name. You hosted the pilot episode of Face Off, which didn't air.
I did.
Has it got anything to do with Nicolas Cage or Travolta?
No, I wish it did. Don't you have Face Off, the television show there?
No.
Here in the United States, Face Off is an extremely, extremely popular reality show about special effects makeup. And it's been on for many, many seasons, like, I don't even know, like 7 or 8 or something like that. And I hosted the pilot episode. They did not bring me back to host the rest of the seasons, just the pilot.
The fourth question in the quickfire round, which isn't a quickfire round, everyone gets a bloody point now. We were talking about Troma. Troma and Juliet wasn't the only Troma production that you were involved in.
No, I did little cameos in a few other films, but mostly my biggest stuff was in Romeo and Juliet, and then I went on to host episodes of Troma's Edge TV, which was on Channel 4 over in your neck of the woods, and I hosted on and off 2 seasons of that for them, which was pretty cool, as Super Tromette Bulimia.
Now, I'm guessing you've seen a catalogue of Troma films, hopefully.
Oh, yes, many.
Which is your favourite?
Well, okay. Many years ago, I would have told you Nymphoid Barbarian and Dinosaur Hell, although I don't actually think that's true anymore. I would say probably Class of Nukem High. I really like Class of Nukem High, and as far as one of their acquisitions are concerned, I really loved Killer Condom. What about you?
Nukem High.
It's kind of just a great movie.
Or Toxic Crusader. That's another one.
That was a cartoon.
Still a film. Technically still a film. Anyway, your fifth question and final question before we go ahead on anything. Thank you. It's a 2-part question actually.
That's 6 questions.
Well, yeah, it's a sub question and another sub question, which is more or less the same thing.
You're lying to your fans.
I know. Anyway, which actor or actress has been your favourite to work with, and who would you like to work with in the future?
Ooh, it's my favorite actress to work with. You know what? I did a movie this past year called The Night Watchman, and I got to work with Rain Pryor, who is daughter of the late Richard Pryor. We had the best time on this movie, and probably because it was a bit different than a lot of my normal films where it's all just kind of blood and guts and crazy and ridiculous nonsense. This was ridiculous nonsense with blood and guts, but a lot more comedy. And we had a really charming time, and I kind of can't wait to work with that chick again. She's a badass. Who do I want to work with in the future? Well, this week I get to work with Natasha Henstridge, so that should be pretty cool. I've always dug her from Species. But I have always been a really, really long-time fan, like hardcore long-time fan of Sherilyn Fenn. And I would like to work with her at some point.
Obviously, this is the part of the podcast I generally dislike now because I know what's coming. I know Tiffany's going to think of something hilarious. This is the part of the podcast which is called Ask Matt Anything, where my role as interviewer flips over to Tiffany and she can ask me something which isn't who has been your best interview, actually anything to do with interviews.
What is your natural hair color?
Brown.
Are you bald?
No.
Do you shave your eyebrows?
No.
What'd you eat last?
Cheese.
What kind?
It's mature cheese like myself.
Moldy?
No. And that's the end of the question. Anyway, it's time for the improv bit now. You've been such a ball actually doing this. So this is going to be absolutely amazing, I think. So to recap, we've got a telephone, a 5x5 signed photo of myself, a French horn, a mannequin, a puppy, another puppy, and hair loss shampoo. What kind of puppies are they?
A miniature Doberman Pinscher.
Yes.
And the really ugly ones, a pug.
Okay. Okay. And with those objects, this is where it's going to get interesting. You've got to pitch to me an idea for a 5 to 10 minute short film featuring Vane Pryor and Sherilyn Fenn.
So Sherilyn Fenn, she's a hardcore drug addict, and she has decided to start an underground dog fighting ring with her miniature Doberman Pinscher, and I forgot to tell you, it's also a miniature pug. And Rain Pryor is a detective out to stop her and show her the way. And she ends up finding Sherilyn Fenn. She's like, "What's wrong with you, Sherilyn? What's wrong with you? You don't do this." And she goes, "I know, but my drug habit is just really awful, and I need to get out of this." And she goes, "You should go back to playing the French horn, because that's what you love to do the best." And Sherilyn's like, "You're right." And so she starts playing the French horn, and the puppies are happy, and they decide that they're going to give the puppies to a new home, but they needed some paper to put at the bottom of their crates, so they took the 5x10 pictures of you and put them down there for the animals to have as a pee pad. And shit, what's the last thing?
Hair loss shampoo, a mannequin.
A mannequin. But while Sherilyn and Detective Rain are happily fostering out these puppies while Sherilyn plays the French horn, they watch Mannequin on television because it's a great 80s classic film, and give the puppies little baths. What they don't realize is they gave them a bath with hair loss shampoo, and they end up being bald, ugly puppies, but it doesn't matter because everybody loves puppies. The end.
And what would you call this film?
Not fair. That's your question. What would you call it?
Madness. Do you know what? You missed an opportunity. Of all people, Tiffany, you missed an opportunity here.
What was it?
You had two puppies, right, in this thing. Right? You could have actually called the film, and everyone will know what the plot line to this film is without me even saying anything. You could have said Puppy-nado. But then when you go into the tornado, you're like, oh, it's little puppies.
Oh, wait a second. Puppy-nado starring Finn and Rain.
There you go.
Even though it's Fenn, but we could say Finn.
And the way to stop the Puppy-nado is to use hair loss shampoo.
I don't want you to rewrite my story. It's terrible.
Where did the telephone come into this? I can't really remember.
I don't think that was part of it.
No.
Oh, the intrusion disconnected.
Yeah. Oh, dear me. Didn't really give yourself good objects, really, did you? Apart from the puppies.
No, the puppies were the only good ones. Everything else kind of sucked.
Yeah. Well, anyway, because you've been such a trooper doing this, you now get a chance to plug, obviously, your involvement in Intrusion Disconnected and anything else you've got coming up.
Oh my gosh, well, I hope people can find and watch Intrusion 2 Disconnected, because obviously people liked Intrusion, the first one, enough that they needed a 2. But most recently we had come out a movie called Tales of Halloween, which I am in, as well as my daughter, Mia. She's in it, and we're in the segment called Trick. It's pretty cool. It's an anthology that Neil Marshall, Darren Bousman, Adam Girash, a bunch of other people kind of took part in. It's this crazy Halloween anthology called Tales of Halloween. You should watch that. Night Watchman with me and Rain Pryor and a bunch of other cool people, directed by Mitch Altieri, one half of the Butcher Brothers. That's coming out pretty soon. And if you watch Robot Chicken, I do some voices for Robot Chicken coming up at the end of this month, and lots of other cool stuff.
Tell me about 12 Monkeys.
Oh, 12 Monkeys is my favorite show. My husband's a writer on 12 Monkeys. Season 2 is coming out pretty soon in April. It's pretty awesome. You may or may not see me pop up somewhere in season 2, so you need to watch it. Maybe get rid of your TARDIS and go for the time travel machine in 12 Monkeys.
What is the time travel machine in 12 Monkeys?
Watch it.
Oh. It's a bit of a stupid question. You're not going to tell me, are you?
No, you got to go watch it. Like I said, you have time to catch up on season 1 before season 2 comes out in April. It's a great show. It's super smart, really awesome cast on Sci-Fi over here. I believe it's on Sci-Fi over there. I don't know what day or time it is over there, but people should watch it. It's great.
Well, Tiffany, it's been a pleasure interviewing you.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Even though your Skype is terrible, you gave me terrible objects to pick. All you wanted to talk about was Sherilyn Fenn and puppies. It was weird, but, you know.
It's one of those interviews you probably won't be forgetting in some time.
No, not ever.
Ah, dear. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.